Have you ever wondered why colors hold such significance in our lives? Imagine a world without the vibrancy of colors. It would be like a movie without a soundtrack, wouldn't it? Colors are not just mere decorations. They shape our mood, steer our behavior, and subtly influence our decisions. They are the silent language that communicates with us every moment. So let's delve into this intriguing world of colors, where not all hues are as common as you might think. Now embark on a journey to discover the rarest and forgotten colors on Earth. Let's dive into the deep sea of history to unravel the origin of the color blue. Our journey begins in ancient Egypt, one of the earliest civilizations to produce the color blue. The Egyptians held blue in high regard, associating it with the heavens, the divine, and the life-giving River Nile. They created the first synthetic blue pigment, known as Egyptian blue, by heating limestone, sand, and a mixture of minerals, a process that was both labor-intensive and costly. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, the color blue began to gain prominence in Western Europe. It became associated with royalty, divinity, and spirituality, owing to its use in religious art to depict the Virgin Mary, the saints, and the heavens. However, the rarity and difficulty in producing blue made it a valuable commodity. True blue dyes were hard to come by, and the few sources available, like the precious stone lapis lazuli, were imported from distant lands at great expense. This scarcity only added to the allure and mystique of blue, making it even more sought after. Over time, with the advent of new technologies and synthetic dyes, blue became more accessible, losing some of its rarity, but not its appeal. Today it stands as one of the world's most popular colors, a symbol of tranquility, wisdom, and creativity. Blue, a color that has fascinated humans for centuries, holds a deep and mysterious past. Moving on, let's delve into the fiery history of the color red. The story of red begins in prehistoric times. Our earliest ancestors discovered this vibrant hue in the form of ochre, a natural clay earth pigment, which they used to paint their bodies in caves. Fascinatingly, red was one of the first colors used by humans for artistic and ritualistic purposes. Red has always been a color that evokes strong emotions. In many cultures, it symbolizes power and passion. From the regal crimson robes of Roman emperors to the resplendent red carpets of Hollywood, red has always been associated with prestige and authority. But it's not just about power and passion. Red also signifies danger. Think of the red stop signs and fire engines. Our hearts race and our palms sweat at the sight of this color because, instinctively, we associate it with alertness and urgency. Around the world, red takes on different meanings. In China, it's a color of good luck and celebration, often used in festivals and weddings. In South Africa, red represents mourning, while in Russia, it's the color of beauty. Despite its varied interpretations, one thing remains constant. Red is a color that cannot be ignored. It demands our attention, stirs our emotions, and triggers our instincts. From passion to danger, red has always been a color that commands attention. Now let's trace the sunny path of the color yellow. Yellow, vibrant and full of life, has a history as radiant as its hue. In the dawn of human civilization, our ancestors discovered yellow in the golden rays of the sun and the fiery heart of a flame. This discovery led to the color's initial association with divinity, a trait shared by the precious metal gold. In ancient Egypt, yellow was the color of eternal and indestructible gold, and was often used in tombs and artifacts. In China, this radiant color was exclusively reserved for the emperor, symbolizing power and prosperity. As cultures evolved, so did the symbolism of yellow. In the medieval period, it was a color of contradiction. While it represented love and chivalry in chivalric romance, it was also associated with duplicity and jealousy in religious artworks. Yellow's journey didn't stop there. In the modern age, it has become a symbol of caution and attention, marking traffic signs and hazard symbols. But it also represents warmth, joy, and optimism, lighting up our faces with a sunny smile. From the sun-kissed fields of Van Gogh's paintings to the iconic yellow submarine of the Beatles, yellow has left its vibrant mark on our cultural landscape. Today, it continues to evolve and intrigue as we find new ways to express ourselves through this sunny color. From warmth to caution, yellow has always been a color that sparks curiosity. Let's explore the verdant history of the color green. As we delve into the origins of green, we find ourselves in the heart of nature. Green, after all, is the color that represents the abundance of life on our planet. It is the hue of leaves, grass, and the myriad other plants that make up the world's flora. In ancient times, green was associated with fertility and the renewal of life. This might be why many cultures worship deities of vegetation and agriculture, often depicted in shades of green. In the realm of the Egyptians, Osiris, the god of the underworld and rebirth, was often portrayed as green-skinned, symbolizing the regrowth of vegetation. As societies evolved, green maintained its connection with life but also began to represent prosperity and wealth. Think about it. Many currencies around the world are green, including the American dollar. It's no coincidence that we often associate wealth and prosperity with the phrase "going green." In modern times, green has adopted a new significance. It is now the emblem of environmental consciousness and sustainability. The Green Movement is a global initiative to reduce our impact on the environment and promote sustainable practices. Green, therefore, is not just a color, it is a symbol, a statement, and a way of life. From nature to prosperity, green has always been a color that symbolizes life. Finally, let's uncover some of the rarest and forgotten colors on Earth. Colors that have been lost to time, their stories nearly as elusive as the pigments themselves. First, we have mummy brown, a color as intriguing as its name suggests. It was a rich, dark brown, originally made from the finely ground remains of Egyptian mummies. Yes, you heard it right. Artists in the late 16th century were painting with the remains of the ancient dead. However, when the truth about its origin became widely known in the 19th century, the color fell out of favor, and eventually, the supply of mummies ran out. Next is the majestic Tyrian purple, a color that was once worth its weight in gold. This deep, vibrant purple was derived from a small sea snail found in the Mediterranean. It took thousands of snails to produce just 1 gram of dye, making it a color exclusive to the wealthiest and most powerful. However, the laborious process and the decline of the Roman Empire led to Tyrian purple being almost entirely forgotten. Lastly, we have Indian yellow, a warm, golden hue that was once a staple in the palettes of many European artists. This color was originally made from the urine of Indian cows, who were fed only mango leaves. The production was deemed inhumane and was banned in the early 20th century. The loss of Indian yellow has left a gap in the color spectrum that has never quite been filled. Colors are more than just visual stimuli. They are pieces of our shared history, and these forgotten hues are no exception. They serve as reminders of our past, of the lengths we've gone to in the name of beauty and expression. These rare and forgotten colors carry with them stories of our past, reminding us of the rich tapestry of human history. As we close our journey, consider how colors shape our world. Blue, the color of the sky and the ocean, has been a symbol of serenity and wisdom throughout history. Red has consistently stood for power and passion, igniting feelings of love and anger alike. Yellow, the color of the sun, brings warmth and joy, while also serving as a cautionary signal. Green, the color of nature, signifies growth and renewal, and it has been a beacon of sustainability in recent times. Then, there are the forgotten colors, the rare hues that have faded into obscurity. Yet these too have their stories etched in human history, and their significance remains, albeit hidden in the shadows. Colors are not just pigments or wavelengths of light. They are an integral part of our culture, our emotions, and our perceptions. Colors, whether common or rare, narrate a story that continues to be written with each passing day.